Hey everybody, this is Eric Clark's travel video, and I'm at the Tarxien Temple, which is the the big stones, the monolithic grounds and all those kind of things. But I'll take you inside and I'll show you around. Thanks everybody.
This cat just crossed the road, he had one eye. Started trying to bump me.
Okay everybody, we finally found the entrance, and it's Tarxien Temples, Ħal Tarxien. And this is the entrance, and the fee is, it looks like €6 to get in. And here are the days and hours. So I guess we're off to the races. All right, I'll get us inside, everybody. Bye-bye. All right, well, we found the place, and this is what it looks like. And it's very cool. And these are big megaliths, right?
So the Neolithic era.
Visitor route, okay. Wow.
Very similar to go back with Tepe.
Very cool. Look at how big the stones are on the top of that. I mean, that is just huge. That's probably many a tons.
Now look at this. This is something that I don't know if they even mention it, but you see the boulders? That's interesting that they have these, because it's not
Cannons?
well. No, it's a good question. I mean,
Slings, you know?
you see this a lot in other cultures too, but usually bigger ones. But there was also in Göbekli Tepe outside, they had some round boulders that were just laying around. It was very fascinating.
Well, indicative of somehow, some way, them able to.
Right. Okay, so it looks like 1913.
Oh, that's when they excavated it.
Right.
I said it right there.
Right. Yeah, kinda. Huh.
Oh wow, they let you walk through.
Yes. Yeah, we get to go all the way up and around.
They wouldn't let you do that with Göbekli Tepe. No.
And this is what it looks like. All right, everybody. Look at the size of these stones. This is what makes it a megalith. I mean, how do you make those? How do you shape those? How do you put them here? How do you even move those things? I mean, they got to be, you know, 10s and 20s and 30s of tons of weight. I mean, they're just enormous. And then look at this one. Steve was pointing this out. Look how close that is. I mean, for them to make it that close and that tight. I mean, we all kind of laugh that this is kind of like the way it was in Egypt. But then you look at some of these other ones and they're not so close. So I don't know if that's because of earthquakes or because of, you know, erosion or whatever, but certainly amazing. Look at, look how big that stone is right there. I mean, that's probably weighs 10 cars, you know. I mean, they're just enormous. I can't even imagine. So I'm looking forward to getting inside there. You can get inside and see it. So let's go get inside and see what we see, everybody. All right, everybody, you can see from here the little rooms inside the site here, and it's amazing. I mean, look at the shelf right there. I mean, the shelf alone, I bet that top brick probably weighs, you know, I don't know, 400 pounds maybe. I don't know. That's a lot of weight. It's just crazy to think about it. And we are all just sitting around talking about how old the site is. I mean, so the site might go back. So this site, it just said over there that it was 3000 BC. And so 3000 BC puts it at what, 5,100 years old, but it might go much older than that at the site level. Maybe the stones are here 3,600 years ago or what have you, but the site itself might be much older. But then it comes back to the same thought. What moved this stone? I mean, what would it take to make that stone get to this spot? How do you make these stones 3,600 years ago? Look at the intricateness on that one. It's all the curly cues on that stone right there. How did they do that, you know? This is, goes back to the Egyptian days and the mound days over in Ireland and all those kind of places, and Stonehenge, and then look at here too. Look at these stones. This one's cut with a circle. You see the cut right there in that one? And then it has a cut on the exact same other side. And how did they do that on a stone that big? I mean, it's limestone, so they can probably cut it without like diamond tools, but you know, to think about it mathematically and then to make it all happen and all that stuff. I bet when we get inside here, it's going to be even more amazing. All right, everybody, I'm moving on. Bye. Actually, let me get over here to this sign and I'll get you some information so I don't keep going back and forth on you. And then let me get to this one too. All right. Very amazing. And then that's those holes I was telling you about. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, that stone has to be, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. Wow. Wow. And I wonder if this was pagan back in the day too. You know what I mean? Did they do rituals here versus, you know, Catholic or Christian or anything like that? Obviously it wouldn't be Catholic or Christian, but something. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna take some more pictures. All right, everybody, this is another one of the signs, and you can see here how big they are. And it's like they're working around as far as age and date goes, but that's really the site. I'm sorry about the wind. Pretty amazing. I love that they protect it, you know? Very nice. All right, everybody, this is the other side, and you can see again how big the stones are. And like we were just talking about the holes in the stones. I mean, how do they drill those holes way back 4,000 years ago, you know? I mean, it's just amazing. How can they even come close to doing these things? I mean, look at that stone right there. First of all, you don't know how big it is underground. Any of them. Like that one goes to there, so that one probably goes to the same depth. So it's probably another 2 feet past that. But that's in a monster stone. I mean, these, and then to move them and to get them to here, and then to get them all in alignment, and then to get them cut. Look at that one. Look how close that's cut. I mean, that is just silly amazing, you know? Yeah, just phenomenal stuff. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of mind-boggling, isn't it? I mean, just to start thinking about, you know, people living here and putting these things up and, you know, standing them up and all those things. You know, and the holes in the stones over there and over there. Yeah. And then the different rooms. Look at the stairs here. See the stairs? Yeah. Amazing. Alright, I'm going to take some more pictures, everybody. Alright, everybody. Now we're inside. And now you get to see really, truly how big some of these things are. So like if we just look at this stone, I mean, this one is, so here's my hand, and I have pretty big hands. So maybe 3 hands wide by 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 long. And it, you know, that's, I mean, that is just crazy huge strong and crazy huge heavy. And again, how do you move these things? And some of them are even bigger than that. I mean, that one's bigger than my height. And look at that one back there. I mean, that's got to be 10 feet tall, 12 feet tall. guess that's why they're called megaliths, huh? And then we were speculating on this whole thing. You know, like some of them, like this one's a nice, incredible, round, perfectly almost round room. Let me zoom out so you can see what we're looking at here. And look how close the walls fit. But what we're speculating on are these things. So you see this? So it's got a loop through it. I mean, it goes all the way around from end to end. You can see my fingers in there. But it has a few of those, right? And so imagine that they could put a door here. So this would be with rope, and then this would be a wooden door or something that would come over here and close. You know what I mean? And so maybe the other ones that had holes in them were moved or displaced, or, you know what I mean? Like, because there's holes there. See those 3 holes? They're exactly identical to those 3 over there. 4. Is there a 4th hole? There is. So see this? So here's 1, 2, 3. And then 1 up there and 1 up there. So that's 5 holes. And then if you come over here and look over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What was there? Why? What would you put there? I don't, you know, and it's pretty amazing when you start to think about what kind of thing was it? Was it a, well, you know, was it a piece of wood or something that went in there, or another piece of stone, or, you know? And again, you know, when you're talking 4,000 years old, you're really talking more ancient history than you could even imagine, you know? Yeah, it's staggeringly crazy. Here's some more information for you too. It looks like it maybe had a well here. Views of the stone hearth and the stone pavement enlarged, okay. Huh. And then it looks like maybe, did it go underground down there? I mean, some of these stones are just, I mean, like this one. Look how big that sucker is. That one's just enormous, you know? And look at those. That's pretty cool. Okay, so maybe that's an example. So you see, remember those other things I was showing you on the other side? Maybe these fit into those things when they were building them, because maybe there's 2 up there too, so maybe it was like a doorway or something. But, oh, they have directions. Oh, the rope thing. There we go. So now we know. Wow. Yeah, amazing. Look at that. Huh. Fire pit in the middle or something. Very cool. Very cool. Look at the big bowls too. Yeah. What's on this side? Here's more literature. Let me go get this for you too. Oh, wow. Look at that. Small chamber. Wow. And it had a lid. So the lid went over the hole. What was in the, was that water? So it wouldn't evaporate maybe, or I don't know. And look at the little door there too. That's pretty amazing. Huh. Yeah. It just all becomes speculation and guessing and all that kind of stuff, huh? All right, everybody, I'm taking pictures. All right, and here's some more areas. Let me get over here and I'll grab this one. Here's the cemetery part. And there's actually other tourists here, so pretty amazing. And then the little doors over there, which is pretty cool. Let me go down here and I'll capture these signs for you too. I'll look at the little feet and stuff. And then the work on the stones. It really is amazing. I mean, the work that they have to go through to make this stuff happen, and, you know, the little holes and all that kind of stuff. It is truly amazing. When you start looking at that right there, that's just, how do you get that up there? That's got to be Stonehenge type of work. Oh, and they couldn't make the stone, so they put up fakies here. These are like veneers for your teeth, veneers for your monolith, megalith, monolith, whatever. That's pretty astounding, huh? I mean, if this were to fall, oh my God, it would just be heinous. Stop shaking it, Eric. Wow. Crazy. That is just one big stone. So how big is this one here? So let's just do so these are 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 feet long. So 6 feet long, that one's probably 8 or 10 feet long, but pretty amazing stuff. Well, everybody, this is a Heritage Malta site, and come here. It's worth seeing. Certainly worth the €6 to get in. Thanks a lot for coming along. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.